Hello, welcome back. This is Potato. We're in the Forest of Fallen Giants, and we're going to try and get past this bloody area we're stuck on. Now, I've just been playing Dynasty Warriors, so I'm going to have to just take a second to get back into the swing of this. Where we left off, I was frantically trying to get my souls back, so I'm still hollow. We don't really need to do this, I don't think, but we do want to just get to this area safely. As you know, enemies will come up behind you. We don't want that in our life. So, it's better to just nip them on the butt early. So I've had a pretty productive day, been doing nothing. I figured, hey, I better ruin it, abuse myself with some Dark Souls. So here I am. I won't bother going down there. No, we might come back. This is Pate. He's one of the first NPCs. He talks to, pretty much treats you like shit. Well, no, he pretends to be a friend, and he's like, oh, my friend stole this thing from me. He's an idiot. And unfortunately, you need to go in there to get a white soapstone. We're gonna do it just to show you, and he's gonna lock us in because again, he's a dick. Yeah, see? It's a bad time for everyone involved. Everyone being us. Us being me. See? We're locked in. So we have to beat this little area now. It's not the worst area. Especially given the scene that gives you a co-op item at the end of it. Fortunately, as I've now looked into this Covenant a little bit, I can't do any co-op, even with NPCs. I am stuck in hell all by myself. Oh, Jesus. Why is rear required ahead? I see a guy up there. See, we're gonna have to back off. Because this game now is so hard, we can't risk being confined in such a tiny area with so many enemies. Oh! Jesus Christ, look at this nonsense. Alright, see, they do have a range where they'll follow you. I think it's extended because of this Covenant, but it still exists. And if we can exploit it, we should be a little safer. So I've already turned this fight from a 3v1 into a 2v1. Did they sprint back? What the fuck? Alright, so there's a secret door here. Again, secret walls or secret doors work a little differently in Dark Souls 2 than they did in Dark Souls 1 if you haven't played this. In Dark Souls 1 you used to just be able to hit walls and you'd find a secret door. In this one, you have to press A on them. I think it's here actually. Yeah. So if you see a sign that says, oh, illusory wall ahead or whatever, don't just assume that because you've hit it and nothing's happened that the person's trolling you. Also, it's fine if they put a sign in front of it. It'll still work. Jesus, 4 of them. Nope. Alright, so it takes some time to open those chests. Time we don't have when we've got this many enemies trying to ruin our day. So we're going to bait him around the corner so that we can safely attack him without those arrows hailing down on us. It is all very careful, measured murdering in Dark Souls. You don't want to swing unless you know it can land, and you don't want it to land unless you know it can stagger. So now we've got some sorceress stuff. Something we're not going to dabble in at all. Because we ain't about that life. We ain't about the sorcerer life, or the dex life, cleric life. We are melee. We are the master race, and that sort of stubborn arrogance is what will kill us. Okay, so our shield, if an enemy hits it, can also stagger them. At the same time, if we run out of stamina and they hit our shield, we will be left wide open. They'll break our guard, and they'll get an attack that does massive damage. But it's alright, we're almost out of the woods. At least this neck of the woods. And I'm hoping that we can get to the first boss in this little bulk. Because at the moment I've just been dying to little scrub enemies. Which doesn't look great for my rep, my street cred. Maybe he gives me the soapstone actually. Because it's definitely not here, is it? That's a different part of the map. Victory, we'll jump down, lose a lot of health. He's like, oh, okay. And then, yeah, there we go, white soapstone. So you can put down your sign, and what the fuck? And enemies can find you. Allies can find you and summon you to their world, or vice versa. And they made it a lot easier than it was in number 1. Number 1, you would have to just sit there spamming this sign, and it wasn't very useful. So this Ninja Turtle down here, is going to try and make our life hell, and he will succeed. He's like Donatello or some shit. No, he's not Donatello. He's probably one of the stronger ones. Because those explosive guys are going to be attacking us while we try to fix him up. So we're just going to do a little bit of cleanup. This we need to remember for later, because you need to come back with an item. But they've also got just a couple of items around here. Beware of poor soul. Little homage to the item. We'll take the ladder. There's just a few roundabout ways to get to your enemies in this part. It just helps you prevent being ambushed. So we will need to kill that Ninja Turtle down there. But before we do that, we want to take care of these bombers. Crossbow is probably our best bet if we have the bolts for it. Which we don't. We don't even have arrows. And I don't think 3 throwing knives is going to cut it. So we need to find a different way to murder them. Now we can jump that gap if we're not incompetent. We're incompetent. Okay, yeah, there's more than just the 2 that we saw. Because it's Dark Souls. You're always going to get ambushed in Dark Souls. Even when you're trying to do the ambushing. Fantastic. Just some good gameplay. Just some good tactics. Running in, using all our stamina, and getting ourselves killed. That's how to do it, folks. If you want to play a successful game of Dark Souls, do it like that. Now we have something like 17k on our body. So it is imperative that we get that back. Again, we're just going to run past these guys because they have nothing for us. A couple of souls. From what I understand, in the regular game, if you can kill an enemy 10 times, they won't respawn every time you come back to the bonfire. But if you're part of this covenant, then they will respawn infinite amount of times. Which means that there's no point just going for cleanup runs, you know, trying to kill them 10 times and then actually going for your attempt. There's just no use to it. We're just looking for some items. That might be useful. I don't know when else I'm going to use it. You get all these items and you always tell yourself, like that Divine Blessing, it does all these super cure things. You always say, I'm going to save that when I need it later. And you never use it. So, I mean, you might as well use it now when you need it. See? And there's one more guy down here. Just there. We'll try to make the jump again. This time we won't messed up as much. Alright. We're going to do a really shitty block because it's a panic. Our poise is going to let us just man up and take that hit. And voila. Souls retrieved. Now we haven't lost our souls permanently yet. That's what happens if you die before you pick up that green puddle. I've been careful, you see, and I haven't squandered them. What the fuck is that? What was that noise? Now the flip side to all this is that now there is some guys down there. Yeah. Unless he landed on it, there should be a wagon. Yeah. Okay. So if I can land on that wagon and not get crushed by a Ninja Turtle, I should negate most of the fall damage. Most of the fall damage negated. Did he just throw a firebomb at me? Oh, so he got stuck in an awkward spot. See, look at that. Look at that. Didn't stand a chance. Now these black barrels will explode if he hits him with a firebomb. So we need him to not be throwing those. He's such an asshole. Alright. Now this guy's immune to backstabs because of that big shell. I believe he's also can attack you from behind. If you ever play Dark Souls 1, I want you to treat these guys like they're Haval. Especially with this Covenant on. Except now, even if they miss, they'll do that stupid... Oh! Oh! Yeah, see? Fuck me, right? Oh! So that's what happens when they stagger you like that. You're just useless for a bit. I don't even know how to go out. Murder him! Maybe, yeah. Alright, we've got some sort of pattern going here. We just need to... What the fuck did he just swing at? Come on. Need to bait the big swings. Don't get greedy. Another rule in Dark Souls. Here's this bad commentary I've been talking about. But voila. We are fantastic at the game. And we won't die to a turtle. The other guys are fine. You know, they're everywhere. We're going to die to them eventually. But not the turtle. So. Now we're heading towards some places with some rather exciting loot. Now this will be some loot hopefully I'll be carrying a fair way into the game. Because it's pretty good. Yeah, I need a key for that. Now, you have to be wary for ambushes, for like guys who pretend to be dead. You guys know this. You know, I've taught you Dark Souls 101. You know what you're looking out for now. Now this shield, you can see when I block, I'm still taking damage. That's because it's not a 100% melee resistance. So it's just gonna happen until I can get a good 100% defense shield. It's just nothing. I can't avoid it unless I parry or roll better. Neither of which I have any intention of trying to learn. The results are gonna be slower. We're not gonna try jumping off that. We're just gonna have to put up with it. Now that guy down there, he is a dirty whore liar. If we try to get that loot, he will murder us. See? Voila. Now, speaking of dirty whore liars, you think that this is a one-on-one fight because that guy's there, you're down here. That's all well and good. But what you don't know is that up here is another dude. Now, there is a way to bait that guy. I think maybe if I just throw my knife at him, yeah, he'll come to me. Which should negate him on the bridge entirely. Oh, and look at that. Now the only way I can die on this bridge is if I'm dumb enough and I fall off. So he was blocking with his sword. It is a block. It will negate some damage. But, I mean, not enough. Not enough for what I'm throwing at him. And we got a halberd. Now, some armor and gear I'm after is actually up there on that little plateau. So we need to drop down from up there. Which means we have to continue winding our way around. Head towards the boss. Now another part of this game are the very rare Titanite lizards. They only pop up very briefly. You kill them, you get Titanite stuff. I'm still on Steam. I know I forgot to turn that off again. But, I mean, I'm not that popular. Chances are I'm not going to get messaged. We got a shitty leather shield. A door we can't open. What? You can't even break it open. So people lie to you in this game. People who you think are supposed to, you know, be trying to help you. Because you're all in this together. They hate you. They want you to die. So that try jumping comment. They're all out for you. Alright, so now we've got a couple of fire arrows. And that's actually important to remember. We've got this shortcut which will lead us back to that first bonfire a lot easier now. But, I mean, those fire arrows have reminded me now of something very important that we haven't gone and done.